It's just glowing. Look how bright this is. It's so bright. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are making a light up squishy. Now, I haven't seen one of these yet, so please correct me if I'm wrong in saying that. But basically, I came up with this idea the other day that I can put actual lights into this squishy because I had this design all drawn out and I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I actually made it proper light up? So look at this. I don't even know if that picks up on camera. Does it pick up on camera? Look at this. It actually just lights up. Like in person, it lights up so bright. I might even go find a dark little spot to kind of show you guys how much this lights up. But it just looks lovely because I've used wire lights. When I squish it, it squishes like all the way still, which is just crazy considering, look at this. Yeah, the wire is really flexible, so it works just really well and you can't even feel it inside. You can feel the battery pack a little bit towards the bottom there, like, but at the top it's still perfect, and around where the lights are it's perfect still. But anyway, before I get into the tutorial on how to make this little guy, I need to open up today's advent calendar. Today's door will be door number 14, as it is the 14th of December, because I know that because it's my dad's birthday, so happy birthday. I wonder if you'll see this before I go around and visit you. Who knows? See if you even watch it. You probably don't even, but happy birthday anyway. So anyway, I'm going to open up door number 14. Hopefully you can see this one, yes. It's quite high. I'm just going to pry our way through. Oh my goodness. And someone's at the door. Got a parcel for myself. Isn't that exciting? Anyway, where was I? Opening up door number 14. I was almost there and we got rudely interrupted. Cut way through that. Oh no, like I've properly ripped it off now. Oh well. This is the squishy behind today's door. It is just the baby dinosaur. I have this. I've had it for the longest of times. Should I show you it? No, you just have to believe me. As you can see, this is like brand new packaging. Brand new. But I absolutely love this squishy, and that's why I've purchased it, to have it into the advent calendar, because you guys just need to see this. It has like the cutest little spots up on its tail and along its back. I know that because obviously I have one. So yeah, I just had to include this in the giveaway. Now I have a phone call. Why? Sorry for all of the distractions, but anyway, if you wish to enter the giveaway and win some squishies this Christmas, all you have to do is comment down below with the hashtag ChelseyDIYmas. Today I would love to know what your favourite Christmas movie is. I just love Christmas movies at the moment. My all-time favourite is Christmas with the Cranks. I absolutely love that film. I know some people find it awful, but I just love it. The hickory honey ham scene is the scene that will stay with me for the rest of my life. I just love that movie so much. So let me know down in the comments which is your favourite Christmas movie, along with the hashtag ChelseyDIYmas to be in with a chance of winning. On Christmas Day, I'm going to be announcing 5 winners to win 5 squishy each, which are taken from each store behind the advent calendar. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed so that you can obviously get the notification to that video to see if you are a winner if you comment down below. So anyway, I'm going to get straight on into the tutorial. So to start off with, I chose this squishy, and this is just one of those fake Pet Pat Zoo sheep squishies that you can find on like Banggood or eBay or something. I'm pretty sure that I got this one from Banggood and it cost like about £3. But anyway, what I went ahead and did was I took my scissors and I just cut out a cube of the foam from the very bottom of the little sheep, making sure to go all the way up inside and get a really big chunk of foam out. Once I removed that foam, I then went ahead with my dotting tool and I poked 2 holes about 1 centimetre or so apart, and then taking these light up battery lights on a flexible wire, I just poked one end of the wire through one of the holes and pulled it through. I then poked the end back through the kind of hole right next to it, and I did actually use tweezers to help me through with this, by the way, because it is really tricky, so I do recommend using tweezers. But anyway, like I said, I poked the other wire through the other hole next to it to kind of like make a little stitch of like, you know, light up wire, and I then made sure that the bulb was kind of sticking in between those 2 holes so that when it lit up it looked like there was just a little bulb there. I then moved on and did this all the way around the squishy, and I actually made about 6 of these little light up bulb bits in total, and I think that this amount worked really nicely for the squishy, but you can obviously add however many you want. So next I needed like the outside of the battery pack still showing. So what I went ahead and did was I took that block that I originally cut and marked out some lines with my Sharpie pen. I then cut this rectangle out so that the like battery pack could sit nicely inside of it, and I then cut out a little hole at the bit that was poking on the outside. I then inserted it into the hole so that the battery pack was exposed, that I could kind of like, you know, turn the lights on and off without having to go inside of the squishy. And then I just took some hot glue and hot glued that piece of foam back into the very bottom of the sheep. Now you can use a fabric glue if you want to. I just use hot glue because I can never be bothered to wait for it to dry. So that's exactly what I went ahead and did, and I just hot glued it together. Next, I then needed to redecorate this squishy because it was not looking very festive and it just looked a bit odd with little light bulbs hanging around. So I went ahead and painted the horns and the feet in a nice bright red colour, and I went in with a white puffy paint to fill in any cracks that I'd made in the bottom. Using the same white puffy paint, I then went ahead and painted on a little swirls onto the horns to make them look like those little peppermint swirl candies, as I'm super obsessed with those this Christmas and I feel like they just make everything look Christmassy. So that's exactly what I went ahead and did. I did the same design on each of the horn and each of the feet so that it was, you know, super festive. What I then went ahead and did was mixed up some nice colours of like fabric paint again, and I used a bright pink, a lime green and a blue, and I just like did these little kind of vintage bulb looking like designs around each of the actual bulbs so that when you turned the lights on, the bulbs themselves would look like they were lighting up. I then left this to dry, and then I went in with a tulip metallic puffy paint, and I just painted on some little attachments on each of the bulb. Then taking a black puffy paint, I just drew lines from each one of those attachments to make it look like light cords, and I wanted it to make it look like it was like tangled in and around the sheep, like the sheep had just picked them up and got tangled. So I did kind of like make sure it was like in behind one bulb, out on another, and just made it a little bit more kind of, you know, tangled looking. I then went ahead with my black puffy paint again and my dotting tool, and I just fixed up the face a little, and I added some white onto each of the bulb to act as highlight. Ready? So this is what this squishy squishes like. It still squishes absolutely perfectly. Now you're probably thinking like it'll be like horrible to kind of squish, but because these like lights are like flexible wire ones, they are really flexible and you honestly cannot feel them inside whatsoever. You can feel the battery pack from about like here downwards, but to be honest, like you still have all that squishiness because I managed to put all like the foam around it still. So yeah, it stops about there, but it still squishes really nicely around it, and definitely all the way up to the top you can completely squish it in up to about there, and it works just perfectly. So I will turn the lights off for you so you can see it a bit better, but this is how obviously it looks in the bright light. They light up where the little light bulbs are, and you can just turn it on and off via the switch down at the bottom. Okay, so I have in fact just turned off all the lights so that you can see this squishy. Now this room is really dark because it's like right at the back of the house next to like some hedges, but this is what it looks like all glowing up. Look at this. Isn't this incredible? Like this is how light up it is when you hold it in daylight in real life. Like you can even see it glowing from the back. This could make like the greatest night light ever. Look at this. Isn't this just fantastic? I just love this so much. I do also want to just doubly say it again, just to, it's making me glow. Look at this, it's picking up all my highlight. I do want to make sure that you do buy LEDs and that you are familiar with the pack that you have so you don't overheat and don't catch your squishy on fire. I cannot like just say that enough. I know these ones here don't heat up at all. I've had these for a few months now, as I bought them for okay, it's just glowing. Look how bright this is. It's so bright. Yeah, so I know these don't heat up. I know they don't smoke. I know they don't even get remotely warm. So that's why I know that they're going to be safe in my squishy, because I've had them for a while in a decoration in the kitchen. So yeah, that's why I've used these. So hopefully you enjoy this tutorial. If you make one of these light up squishies, please let me know. Give me a little shout out on Instagram, tag me, whatever. Just, you know, get in contact. I love seeing your guys' DIYs. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.